what's up, Clearview family? And this midweek moment, I've got 3 balls, and here's the deal. I am not a juggler like Pastor Sarah, so that is not what you're getting from me today. But what I want to talk about is the fact that each of these balls are made to be hit. In the sport that they are equipment for, they are made to be struck. And here's the thing, the bigger the surface, the more room for error. So a volleyball has the most surface space, and you do have to hit it in a certain way in order to make the right contact to make the ball do what you want it to do. And if you think about volleyball for a second, when somebody serves, they throw it up in the air, and then they come through and hit it, or they hit it by hitting it out of their hand. But what happens is their goal is to hit it over the net and in bounds, right? And so in bounds is a little bit bigger and a little bit easier when it comes to hitting this than when it comes to hitting one of these. So when somebody serves this, they can do it just like that. There's a larger room for error. With a tennis ball can be struck at 100 miles per hour, more than 100 miles per hour. And when it is struck, here's the thing, the room for error is this big. If you hit it here, you're gonna wind up pushing it this way or with this spin. If you hit it here, it's gonna have backspin, top spin, and here's the thing, all of those can be good if you do it on purpose, but for somebody who's just beginning and starting out in tennis, they wanna just see nice, clean, smooth hits. Usually they'll set you up with a wall so that way you can hit it off of the wall, and the wall will reveal when you make an error, when you hit it too hard or too high. The way that you hold the racket and the way that the racket comes, your margin for error gets smaller. Last, we have a golf ball. A golf ball we set up on a tee. We have a driver, so the head is actually bigger than the ball. And as we go to make our swing, we want to hit it at the right space, at the right time. If I hit this ball slightly right or slightly left, it's going to spin and it's going to go crazy off course. The only way that that works out well is if I am really good at golf or really lucky at golf and the hole goes all the way out to the right and I happen to have a really bad slice. All right, and so usually what you want to do is you want to hit it straight out there in the fairway. Your margin for error with a golf ball is smaller than that of a volleyball or a tennis ball. Now here's the thing, if we keep our eyes fixed on the players on the court in volleyball or the other side of the net in tennis, or if we're staring down the fairway when we go to hit the ball, we're going to miss it almost every time, and we're definitely going to miss-hit it if we're lucky enough to hit it. And what happens in those sports is we have to keep our eyes fixed on the ball, right? You keep your head down and you keep your eye fixed on a golf ball. As the tennis ball comes across, you're watching it as you're running to position yourself to hit it in the proper motion. With volleyball, you're moving towards where the ball is heading and you're keeping your eyes fixed on that ball so that way you can make contact with it before it makes contact with the ground. You have to keep your eye on the ball and you have to hit it within the margin of error. That is just like our walk with Jesus. If you and I want to see success in volleyball, tennis, and golf, we have to keep our eye on the ball as we hit it. In life, if you want to have success in life, you have to keep your eyes on Jesus, the author and perfecter of your faith. Life has a huge playing field. But you know what? He gives you great instructions. Where are his instructions? In his word. So if you want to keep your eyes on the author and perfecter of your faith, then you got to get into the word of the author, right? God's holy word, his scripture, his plan and purpose, his revelation of himself to man and the plan and purpose in which he's designed you for. It has the answers for everything that you walk through in life, to build up your faith, to trust him more, and to grow in your journey with Jesus on a daily basis. So just like we keep our eye on the ball and we have to hit it within its field of margin, life has a field of margin for error. And here's the thing, God offers grace that is greater than the margin for error. God offers love and mercy that's greater than the margin for error, and all that is found in his son Jesus. And so as you and I live daily on purpose, for a purpose, because you were created on purpose, for a purpose, keep your eyes on the author and perfecter of your faith and go into every day swinging your best swing at life.